Welcome to ICSE Computer Application Class 10 100 Marks. So in this video, we will be discussing the second part of string functions. The first part explained how to do the simple programs along with printing the patterns in strings. So those who haven't watched that video till now, please watch it first, then only see this video. So in this, we will begin with separating the words and use that words in the programs. And the questions which were asked in the board exam from string topic were also discussed in this video in detail. So we are going to start with the programs which need separation of words. The first question is write a program to input a string and find how many palindrome words are present in the string. That means input a sentence and find the word or count the word that are palindrome in the string. For example, mom and dad are present at home. The answer will be mom. Mom is a palindrome word and dad. Dad is also a palindrome word. So here we are going to start the program according to ICSE board. First of all, we will write the comment. Here I have written the command to find and print the palindrome words, and then scanner class we are using input java.util.scanner class palindrome and public static void main scanner s is equal to new scanner system.in. Declare the variable, give the message input a string and accept the string here in the variable so that whatever sentence we are inputting will be stored in the variable A. Remove the extra space and add one space at the end so that the last word will be taken. We can see how it is working and find the length of the string. Here I have declared the variables. We will discuss the purpose in the program later. So we can start discussing from this one. Starting number I have stored in the variable n. N is equal to 0. And now we can start the loop for extracting the characters from the sentence. I is 0, I less than L and I plus plus. CH is equal to character CH I have declared here. CH is equal to a character at I. First time I is 0, so M will be taken. Then I is 1 O and I is 2 small m. Like this characters will be taken one by one. And whenever the first space is coming, so here we are using the logic to separate the words when space is coming. Space is coming, the first word will be removed. Second space is coming, second word will be removed, like that. So for extracting the last word, we have added one space in the end. So if ch is equal to space d, string d we have declared, d is equal to a substring of n to I. N is 0, so 0 to 3, that means the word mom will be taken. And we can discuss how the words are extracted first, then we can go to the palindrome part. And now we are saying n is equal to I plus 1. So I is 3, I plus 1 is 4. And here I have made a table to make you understand. Spaces are coming. Here you can see first space is coming in position number 3. Second space is coming in position number 7. And then 11, 15, 18 and 23. Like this space is coming. So every time I am saying here, we are saying n is equal to I plus 1. So first time we have taken 0 to 3, the word mom has been taken. After that n is I plus 1, that means 3 plus 1, 4. Here we can see, and the next space is coming in position number 7. So substring of n to I means 4 to 7. 4, 5, 6 will be taken. The second word and will be removed. And then n is equal to I plus 1. That means n will become 8. 7 plus 1, 8. So the next space is coming 11. So 8 to 11, third word will be removed. And then 12 to 15. Like this, words will be removed and stored in the variable d. So extracted words are stored here. Then remove the extra space from the word removed and find the length of the word. P is equal to d dot length. So how many characters are in each word will be stored in P. Now we have to find out from these words which are palindrome words. So for finding palindrome words, we will do the reverse loop. So we will start one more loop. Int j is equal to p minus 1. P is the length of the particular word. So if first word we can discuss, p minus 1 means 3 minus 1, 2 to 0. 2, 1, 0. One by one characters will be extracted and stored in the variable c. Here in the new string c. So with the help of g character g, g is equal to d character at j, and C is equal to C plus G. New word is stored in the variable C. So after doing that, remove the extra space. Otherwise, maybe sometimes mistake will come. And then check if D equals ignore case C. If both the words are same, D and C are same, then it is a palindrome word. So here we can see if it is, then we can print out the particular word. So next question, write a program to input a string and find the longest and smallest word. So input a string and find which word is the big one, longest one, and which word is the smallest one. One example we have taken, palindrome words are easy to study. In this sentence, the word palindrome is the longest word and 2 is the smallest word. So this is the sample input and sample output. And the first lines of the program is almost same, so we are not discussing that. Just declare the class name according to the question and accept the string in a variable and do the trim function and add one space at the end so that we can separate the last word, and L is equal to a dot length. So we can discuss the logic of the program. First, variables are declared here which we are going to use in the program, and now we can just see and separate the words and just say this one is the longest and this one is the smallest. But computer has to be given some kind of comparison or logic to separate the longest and smallest word. So we will remove the first word, find the length of the first word, and then compare the length of the first word with other words to find the longest and smallest word. So for separating the first word, first space is taken. So first of all, find the position of the first space and then extract the word. Here we can see T, int T we have declared here, int is equal to a index of space. Position of this first space is coming in T. In this case, example, it is 10. And then string R is equal to a substring of 0 to T. That means starting from here till the first space, the word palindrome will be coming in R. And then R is equal to R dot trim and find the length of the first word in variable K. K is equal to R dot length, and then store the length of the first word in the two integer variables M and S. M for the purpose of storing the length of the longest word and S for the purpose of storing the length of the smallest word. So the first word length is stored in both the variables, and first word also we are storing in the variable big, string big and string small. For the big for the longest word and small for the smallest word. And now N. Now there is no need of starting from 0 because first word is already removed. So we can say N is equal to T plus 1. That means T is 10 in this case. So T plus 1 is 11. So by extracting the characters and removing the words whenever space is coming, so we can start from the second word. So N is equal to T plus 1. Start the loop int I is equal to N, I less than L, I plus plus. CH is equal to a character tie, and whenever the space is coming, we are removing the word as already discussed. So the particular word in this case will come in the variable D. Here we can see variable D, we can the words will be coming, and then P is equal to D dot length. For example, the variable P here. In this case, all the length of the words will be stored. P is equal to D dot length, and now compare. If P is greater than M, M is 10 in the beginning and S is also 10. So the length of the first word is 5. 5 is not greater than 10. If P is greater than 10, then the words or variables will be exchanged. And now in this case, the first word is palindrome and that is the longest word. So the length of the other words will be less than the first word. So no change will be taking place. So we can discuss the smallest word. P is 10 here. S is 10 in the beginning. So here we are checking. P is less than S. Here the length of the second word is 5. And when we compare, P is less than S. 5 is less than 10. Then S is equal to P. S is the word. Here length of the word. S is equal to P means 5 will come to S and the particular word will come to small. S is equal to P and small is equal to D. So if the length is less, the length will go to the variable S and the particular word will go to the variable small. And now compare other words here. Next time, the length of the word is 3. So once again, P is less than S. That means 3 is less. So S is equal to P. That means S will become 3 and the word will go to small. So we got the smallest, second smallest word here. And the next word, EC, length is not small, so no change. And when we come to the variable 2, 2 is less than 3. So P is less than S. Here length of the word is P and S is now 3, P is less than S, then once again S is equal to P. That means 2 will come here and the word will go to small. So like this, one by one comparing, we can find the smallest word and the biggest word. And to close the loop, then we can say biggest word is plus B, big, and then length is here, and smallest word is plus small and length is here. So like this, we can extract the smallest and biggest word from the given sentence. So next question, write a program to display the word of the sentence which have maximum vowel. So in this case, suppose sample input we have taken Happy New Year. In this case, 3 words are there. In the first word happy, only one A, that means one vowel is there. And second, new, there is also only one vowel, and in the word year we are having 2. So the maximum vowel is coming in the word year, so output will be year. So now we can start the program. Write the command and the public static and scanner class according to Java format, and then give the message in enter a sentence and accept the sentence in the variable A. So here first of all, we will remove the extra space and add one space at the end as already discussed, so that the last word can be extracted. And now string bird, we have declared 2 string variables, bird and vowel. Bird is for storing each word after extracting. For example, first happy will be stored, then new will be stored, and then year will be stored. And vowel, string vowel is for storing the particular word which has the maximum vowels. So in this sample example, the word year is having the maximum vowel, so it will be stored here. And int count and vowel count, these are 2 integer variables. Count will store the length or number of characters in each word, and vowel count will store the length of the particular word which have maximum vowels. Find the length of the string. Int len is equal to a dot length. Declare the variables and n is equal to 0. And now here we can start the loop. Int I is equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus. One by one extract the characters. Already we have converted to uppercase, so we have to check only one case, uppercase here. CH is equal to A, E, I, O, U. That means according to Java format, write that CH is equal to A or CH is equal to E, like that. And then if any of the vowel is coming, counting will be done. Count plus plus. Here we can see in the first example, first we are having happy, count is 1 because one vowel is here. Second, we are having new, again one vowel, and year, that means in year E and A, 2 vowels are there. So counting will be done in each case. And now if CH is equal to space, it's already discussed, whenever the space is coming, the word is extracted. So here string word is equal to a substring of n to I. So here word have happy, first of all happy, then new, then year. And then n is equal to I plus 1, already as discussed. Then check if count is greater than V count. V count we have declared as 0 in the beginning. So first 1 is greater than 0. If count is greater than V count, here V count is equal to count. That means count will come to whatever number is here will come to V count, and vowel is equal to word. The word vowel will be having happy. Second time we are checking new, number of vowel is 1. Again we will do checking count is greater than V count. Count is 1 and V count is 1. So 1 is not greater than V count, so no change will take place. And third time the word year is coming. Count means number of vowel is 2. Here we are checking if count is greater than V count. 2 is greater than 1. Then V count is equal to count. V count mein we will get the word, and this 2 will come here, and the particular word will go to the variable vowel. So vowel is equal to word and V count is equal to count. So like this we can find the word which is having the maximum number of vowels. And after extracting every word, before going to the next word, we will count is equal to 0, so that the counting will be coming properly. And stop the loop and then do the printing. The word with maximum number of vowels is plus vowel. I hope you understood the concept. Extract each word, count how many vowels are there, and then compare the length and find the word which is having the maximum vowel. Next question, write a program to input a sentence and print in reverse order. Sample input computer is fun and sample output is fun is computer. We will discuss in this program two types of reverse. How to reverse just like the example which is given here, and one more type we will discuss in the end which will help you, and that question also was there in the board exam. So starting command and all the functions we will write in order. Write the command import java public static scan resi and accept a string by giving the message in the variable a is equal to sc dot next line, and add one space in the end after doing the a is equal to a dot trim and find the length of the string. That means how many characters are in the string. Here the logic will be extract the characters one by one. For example, if the word is computer is fun, first of all computer, then is and fun will be extracted and stored in a variable b. Here we can see string b and c we have declared. In the c we will add the reverse string function, and here starting number n is equal to 0 we can say, and same loop and same logic which we have done in the previous two programs, so I am not explaining here. 0 to L character at I, and whenever a space is coming, b is equal to a substring of n to I. We are extracting the string, and then n is equal to I plus 1. We have discussed this already. So here only one change here. String C we have declared C is equal to B plus. First of all, B plus space plus C. First of all, B is computer, so computer will be added to C. Second time in B, the second word will come, that is will become. So B plus C. B plus C means space in between. B is plus computer, that means is computer. And last time fun will come in B, the last word by the logic which we have given here, and then B plus C, that means fun plus is computer, fun is computer. So like this way we can reverse the word which is given, and then we can print the original word and the reverse word. Original word is plus A and reverse string is plus C. So now we can discuss how to reverse a string in a little different way. Starting part is same, input the string and all the things. Declare the variables here, and n is 0 for removing word, and int I is equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus. So then one by one extract the characters. Here we can see ch is equal to a character at I. So here comp, like this one by one in ch the characters are coming. So if ch equal to space, we will discuss here later. First of all, we can discuss the else part. If ch is not equal to space, what will happen? Then all the characters are added to the variable b. String b we have declared and string c also. So here if ch is not equal to space, b is equal to ch plus b. Ch is 0, com. So first of all c will come here. Then ch plus c, o plus c, oc, m. Next time ch is m plus oc, moc, p plus moc, pmoc. Like this characters will be added in the reverse order in the variable b. So and now when the first space is coming here, the first space is coming, what will happen? C is equal to, C is blank in the beginning, b plus, that means b is here, b plus c, b plus space. So first of all computer in reverse form will come in C, and then we will make the b blank because we don't know this part, we don't want the part of the first word in the second word. So b has become blank. Once again loop will run, and the next sentence is word is extracted is in the reverse form and added ch is equal to ch plus b. That means si will come. Is in place of si will come, and then whenever the space is coming, b is equal to b plus c. That means in b it is si plus reverse of computer with space in between. And the third word nuf is coming here, then b plus c, that means nuf plus computer reverse and is reverse. So like this it can be added. So the two types of reverse, how to do the reverse, we have discussed here. Hope you have understood the concept. And now we can do the next program. Now we can discuss some questions which were asked in the board exam. So first we will discuss this particular question. Special words are those words which start and end with the same letter. For example, existence, comic and window. All thus the starting character and the ending character is same. Here C and C, starting and ending, and here also C and starting and ending character is same. And now all palindrome words are special words because palindrome means the reverse word and the original word will be same. So starting and ending will be same. But all special words are not palindrome words. Here, for example, here we can say comic is a special word. It is not a palindrome word. Window is a special word but not a palindrome because in reverse order it is not the same. Palindrome means from the right side and left side the word will be same. So now write a program to accept a word, check and find whether the word is a palindrome word or only special word, and or none of them. That means three choice we have. We have to find if it is a palindrome word. If it is palindrome, automatically it will be special also. So second, we have to find whether it is only special just like this, or third, we have to find whether the word is none of them, not even palindrome and not even special. So start the program with the proper comment and then the import Java class, public static and scanner class, write in the proper order and give the message and accept a string. Input a word, accept the string. We are just accepting a word. So sc.next, not next line, and convert into uppercase so that case wise difference will not be there, and find the length of the word and declare the variable character ch. So now we can check, first of all we can check whether the word is both a palindrome as well as special word. If the word is palindrome, it is special word also. So input the string, for example we have taken here the word madam, it is a palindrome as you can see, and run the loop in reverse order. That means from the last character to the first character. In this case the length of madam is 5. So I is equal to length minus 1, I greater than 0, I minus minus. That means 5 minus 1 is 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. The characters extract one by one and add to the this one. B is equal to B plus a character at I. That means it is added in the reverse order. And now trim the original one and the reverse one. And if S equals B, because we have already converted into uppercase, no need of equals ignore case. If both the words are same, we can print it is a palindrome as well as special word. That means this word is palindrome as well as special word. Else we can do one thing, then move the first character. For example, character at 0. First character is character at 0 and last character is character at L minus 1. So character at 0 and character at L minus 1. Remove them. And if S character at 0 is equal to double equal S character at L minus 1, then we can say it is a special word but not a palindrome word. And if both the conditions are false, then we can see just like the word cable, we can say it is not a palindrome word or special word. It is none of them. It is just a normal word. Now this question was also asked in the board exam. Write a program to input a sentence, convert the sentence into uppercase letter, display the words along with the frequency of words which have at least a pair of consecutive letters. For example, we are inputting the word modem is an electronic device. Output will be modem and device because in modem also we are having two consecutive letters D and E. And in device also we are having two consecutive letters D and E. And then number of word containing consecutive letters is 2. So input is given and output is given. So we can start the program. So we can see how the program is working. Write the comments and public static void main all the variables as usually complete. Import java.util.scanner class consecutive according to class name, public static and scanner class. Accept the string in a variable and convert the string into uppercase so that we have to check only uppercase, not the lowercase letter, and add a space at the end so that the last word can be extracted and find the length of the string and store in the variable. So here we have declared the variables character ch, string b, and count is equal to 0, n is equal to 0. And now we can take the example input. A sample input we can take. Sample input we are taking this particular word. Modem is a device. So find the length. We have already found the length in the variable L. So here loop is starting int I is equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus, ch is equal to character at I 1 by 1, extract the characters 0 M 1 O 2 D like that. And whenever a space is coming, that means in position number 5, first space is coming, we will remove the first word. And when the second space is coming, second word, third space is coming, third word. So like this, we will extract the words and store in a variable b. b is equal to a substring of n to I. So 0 to 5, the word modem is removed. Second time, n is equal to I plus 1. That means n will become 1. As here, 5 plus 1, 6. 6 to 8, the word is removed. So like that, the words will be removed one by one and stored in the variable b. Here we can take the example first word here. First word is modem. Now find the length. How many characters are in the word modem? So here we can see there are 5 characters. So length will be 5. And now second loop for checking whether the extracted word is having any consecutive letters or not. So we are starting I, we have already taken. So here we will take j. J is equal to 0 to len minus 1. Len is 5, len minus 1 is 4. So 0 to len minus and 0 to 3. J less than len minus 1. J less than 4 means j less than, here it will be 0 to 3. So characters will be taken. C is equal to B character J. So one by one character will be extracted. M, O, D, E. Like these characters will be stored in the variable C. And now B, if B character at J plus 1. J is 0, so J plus 1 will be 1. J is 1, J plus 1 will be 2. J is 2, J plus 1 will be 3, like that. So take the characters in the particular position. That means the next character. For one by one characters we are extracting here, and the next character we are taking for checking. If B character J plus 1, so if J is M, the next character is O, J plus 1 is O. So minus C, that means the second character minus first character. If the ASCII code difference is 1, that means it is a consecutive letter. In this case O minus M, the difference is not 1. Then second one O and D. D minus O, it is not 1. Now third one D. D and E. E minus D. When we do the ASCII code of E minus D, the ASCII code difference is just 1. That means D and E are consecutive letters. And if it is a consecutive letter, counting will be done. How many words are there? Count plus and 1. And then print the particular word. So output will be modem and a device in this case, because here also 2 consecutive letters are coming, and here also we can see 2 consecutive letters are coming. If the condition is true, the word will be printed, and in the end counting will be printed. Hope you have understood the concept. So coming with the board questions, the next one, write a program to assign a full path and file name as given below. Using library function, extract and output the file path, file name and file extension separately as shown below. So suppose the input, in this case input is given, not the sample input. Input is C users admin pictures flower.jpg. Output path should be shown, file name should be shown, and extension should be shown separately. So can you guess which functions we can use here? All the functions we have done, 2 videos we have done. So here we have to use the last index of function to find the position of full stop and the slash sign. So in the next page we can see how the program is. So we can start the program. Here I have assigned the given variable in the string. If you want, you can try this program with an inputted variable which is exactly like this. So string A is equal to C users slash admin slash pictures flower.jpg. I have assigned this to the variable string. Now see how we can do the program. The particular word can be divided into 3 parts. One is extension. We can see extension JPG, then the file name flower and the path. So this will be the output, and this we can divide. So for storing the word JPG, here see the word after the full stop JPG is coming. So find the last position or position of full stop. By using the substring, we can remove the word JPG and store in a variable. And for extracting the word flower, here so many slashes are there, and the file name is coming after last slash. So last index of, using this function, we can remove the file name and store in a different variables, and the remaining variable we can, the remaining word or sentence we can store in another variable. So here I have said int is equal to last index of slash, and int is equal to last index or last position of full stop, and string path is equal to a substring of 0 to p. P is the last position of slash. So starting from C till S will be stored in the variable, and a substring of p plus 1, that means starting from F, P is the position of full stop. So the word flower will be stored in the variable name, and string ex is equal to a substring of t plus 1. That means after the full stop, the words, whatever word is remaining, sentence is remaining, that will be stored in the variable ex. So like this, we can extract the three parts of the program and store in variable, and then we can do the printing, path, file name and extension according to the given question. Now we can discuss one question which is commonly asked by students. Write a program to input a sentence and remove all duplicate characters from the sentence. For example, if you are inputting Java application, the output will be JAVPLICTONS, where there no characters are repeating. So we can see how the program is working. Start the program, input the sentence. Here I am inputting the sentence in the variable S, and the variables I have declared here, character ch, string d for storing the new word, and string by, original word I have stored in the variable by, so that we can print in the end, and convert the string into uppercase. Find the length of the string, start the loop. Int I is equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus. That means from the beginning till end, one by one the characters will be extracted. And d is equal to d plus ch. As soon as one character is extracted, that particular character will be stored in the variable d. Here we can see, and then s is equal to s replace ch with space. After storing the particular character in the new variable d, from the original variable, we are removing all occurrence of the particular character. For example, a I have stored here in the variable d I have stored, then I am saying s is equal to s replace ch with space. That means ch is now a. We have extracted the variable, and all occurrence of a, including the first one, will be replaced by space, so that the next time when we check, no a will be coming. Like that, the next character you add here, after adding from the original string, replace the character with space, so that it will not be added in the variable s. So like this, we can remove all duplicate characters one by one, and then in the new word which we are forming, only the characters which are unique will be there. And then do the printing. Original word is plus y, we have stored here already, and the new word is plus d. And now we can discuss the last question in this video. A string is said to be unique if none of the letters or alphabets we can see present in the string are repeated. Write a program to accept a string and check whether the string is unique or not. The program displays the message accordingly. For example, in this case I am inputting a word. If you can input a string also. Here, if the word is computer, no characters are repeating in computer. So we can say it is a unique string, otherwise we can say unique word. So start the program, declare the public static class name and scanner class, then enter the string, give the message and accept or store the word or sentence in the variable s. Here scanner in I have taken. So if you want, you can take the same line and convert into uppercase, so that one case we have to check. Int f is equal to 0 if it is an unique string. We will discuss the logic later. If it is an unique string, f will remain 0, and if it is not an unique in the program, f will change to 1. We can see how it is working. And then find the length of the string and store in the variable length. So we can discuss the logic first and then start the program. In this case, we will be extracting the characters one by one. First character will be taken and then check the complete word or complete sentence if the particular character is repeating anywhere or not. If it is repeating, then it is not a unique word or unique sentence. So we can see how it is given in the program. Start the loop I is equal to 0, I less than length, I plus plus, 0 to length, the characters will be taken. First time I is 0, so C will be taken. CH is equal to S character I. So C is coming in CH and J is equal to I plus 1. At this time I is 0, that means J is I plus 1. J will start from 1 till length. Starting from the next number till length, then we will check if CH, if the particular character C is equal to S character J. J will be going 1, 2, 3 according up to 7 here. Then we will check if C is coming anywhere in the word or sentence. If CH is equal to S character at J. If it is there, F will become 1. In the beginning, we have said F is equal to 0. But if the particular character is repeating anywhere, that means it is not a unique word. Then in that case, we are changing F to 1 and stopping. It is not unique, so there is no need of checking again. So if the character is repeating, F will become 1 and break. We can stop the loop and then we can come out. Otherwise, if it is not repeating, then all characters one by one it will be taken and it will be checked whether the character is there or not. So here we break and then system out here. If F is equal to 0, we can say if F is 0, that means the characters are not repeating. Then it is a unique string or unique word. Otherwise, it is not a unique string. So with this, we are stopping this video. Hope you have understood all the concept and programs clearly. And if you have any kind of doubts, you can message me. I will clear the doubts. And hope all of you have subscribed the video. And if anyone is left, please subscribe it. And if you like the video, please like it so that it will encourage me to create more videos.